I think, in all honesty, it probably wasn't as hard as when I ran 7 marathons in 7 straight days back in 2022 for the Bravehearts Foundation. I was fortunate enough to raise over $10,000 with the support of my friends and family for the Bravehearts Foundation. And
that's brilliant.
No, I appreciate that.
I want to touch on those 7 marathons in 7 days. Like, I don't know how to ask this, but like after every marathon, you'd be sore, your heavy legs, and then you'd do it 7 days in a row. On that 7th day, sure, like, could you move? Like, I actually cannot believe how you do that, because I've seen, marathons, people are stuffed after the first one, but doing the 7th in 7 days, mentally, physically, it just must be draining.
Yeah, I think the hardest day probably wasn't even day 7. It was probably day 6, because you're that close to the finish line, but you still
another one to go.
You still got another one to go,
exactly.
and I was super fortunate. My body held up fairly good throughout the week. After day 4, though, my Achilles just,
Took
really
off.
Sort of, was feeling it. But yeah, just sort of once I grinded through the first few Ks of each day, then I just got into this, nice flow, and it honestly didn't feel that hard. But then I remember distinctly on the 7th day, I ran the first K, and it was around Albert Park in Melbourne, nice flat track, and I ran it in like 5 minutes 15 for the first K, which is like 3 hours 40 marathon pace or so. But then I just had this moment where I decided that, hey, I'm going to break 3 hours today. Like, this is the ultimate.
Was this while you were running?
Yeah, this is the thought I had. I thought to myself, I really want to absolutely see what I can do and empty the tank, and
like it's your last day on Earth.
It's like it's the last one, and from then on I just got into the zone and was able to run 2:57 on the day, which was the fastest of the week.
What marathon was that one out of the 7? Day
7.
Day 7.
On the last one.
That's insane.
And so that sort of, thank you, that opened my eyes to, the fact that a lot of it is mental, and in fairness, the other 6 weren't that much slower. Like the average for the week was kind of like 3 hours 20 per marathon, but everyone sort of looks at 3 hours as this great time, and that's kind of why I really wanted to try and conquer that on the last day. And the other context that's important is that it was the end of like a 520-day running streak or something, of running 5K minimum every day. So I thought to end the streak, I'll go out with a bang, and I'll just leave it all out there.
That's insane. And you